Hello and welcome to another episode of Ladies Talking Business on PlusTvAfrica. I'm your host, Moremi Akano. Our guest today is an outstanding fashion designer and the creative director of Rhonkefellacollections, a business that caters to an everyday African woman, specifically for plus-size women, which she founded in December 2016. She attended Federal Government Girls College, Akwa Ibom State, and is a graduate of theater arts from the University of Abuja. She is also an award-winning fashion influencer and content creator with over 5 years of experience. She is Aderonke Enoabasi Daramola, popularly known as the real Rhonkefellacollections. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I'm glad we finally made this happen.
Yes, finally.
Okay, so you're looking at fashion.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what does fashion mean to you?
Fashion is everything to me. That's who I am. It's one of the major purpose or one of the major reason why I am Aderonke or Rhonkefellacollections. So when you ask me, I'll just simply say, fashion is everything.
Okay.
I mean, my passion is bringing me money. You understand? So, I mean, that's what fashion is to me. You get, it makes me stay creative. It brings me money, and I have, I'm an employer of labor. It brings us, my team and I, money. So fashion is everything.
So what do you look at before you try to put outfits together? I'm saying on a personal note now. So if you have to go somewhere and you need to dress up, what comes to mind?
For me, comfortability it is for me. Okay. You understand, depending on where I'm going to, because I'm really not an outgoing person. I'm a really, really homebody. So when I want to step out, as much as I want to make fashion statement, because I want people to say, oh, where did you get that from? So I'm saying, it's my brand. I also have to be comfortable, because you don't want to wear your brand and you're
Adjusting every now and again.
Everyone is looking. So yeah, comfortability, that's it.
Okay, so you started this business in 2016?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the notable improvements that you have that have occurred in the Nigerian fashion industry that you are grateful for?
Nigeria, we hello. Nigerian designers are very, very, very super talented. I mean, look at the just concluded African Magic Viewers Choice Award. Did you see what our designers
no,
did?
that was just a showcase award.
So, we Nigerians are super talented, particularly very rich in art. When it comes to music, when it comes to fashion, you understand. So there's been a really, really huge improvement, you get, because, and thank God to social media platform, Instagram, connecting us to other worlds, you understand. So there's one thing, and then there's another thing that I've noticed. We have sold our fabrics, our designs to the other world, to the Western world. So it's not just Afrobeat they're listening to. They want to wear Adire too. They want to wear Ankara. There's even Ankara Ghana must go, so what are we saying? Yeah, I think one of those huge brands made Ankara Ghana must go or something, Ankara bag. So what are we saying? So we've sold ourselves very, very well.
So what do you think the future is for the Nigerian fashion industry?
Limitless. That's what I'll say. Limitless.
Interesting. Okay, so before we get to that point where they're limitless, and what do you think the industry still needs to take us a step further and further and further till we get to, the likes of them big names? So what do you think we need?
Presently, I feel like one of the few things, it's not if I'm speaking now, I'm speaking from a business person point of view.
Okay.
It's not even, I'm not really going to blame it on the industry, because like I said, we have so much talent and potential. Now I'm going to blame it on economy, government.
Okay.
It's difficult though. It's difficult being a business person in Nigeria. You understand? Yeah. So sometimes there are a lot of designs you even want to pull out. When you see the amount of diesel you will spend on, an amount of generator as, then you would be like, okay, I think I should make it simpler. That way, it makes it difficult for us to go all out sometimes, particularly when you are not an established brand, you get. Then aside that, much more of originality. Some of us, a lot of us, We can like to copy people's style.
They say they're remixing
yeah,
it, just putting it all
but then
together.
I don't think that can ever go out of fashion, because just yesterday on the internet, I saw Kanye West calling out a popular brand for, reproducing his own ideas. You get what I'm trying to say? So the truth is, some people are going to be inspired about what you put out. Some are creative enough to switch things and, bring out more creativity from it. But some people are copycats. So I would say that we should have less of copycats and more of originality. That's what I'll say.
Okay, so let's talk about collaboration in this industry. Do you think, from your experience now, do you think Nigerian designers are open to collaboration?
Okay. You see, one thing I would say is, sometimes we don't spell out the things that we expect from both parties when we mention collaboration. And then even being someone who has a quite number of followers or platform, people will say, oh, hello, I want to gift you my jewelry, or I want to gift you my bag. Just say as a gift. They'll say as a gift. But in the end, they're expecting a tag, shout out. So I feel like we should be much more straightforward what it is that we want. Oh, I want to gift you my jewelry and I'm expecting a shout. Please, could you do that? So both parties know this is what we are expecting. Now, see, things are so expensive. So I would not be, and then especially when you have workers to pay. That's why I said the collaboration thing, just spell out what you want. So that if you can't do it, I feel like some Nigerian designers are open to collaboration, especially the upcoming ones. I feel they are. But the established ones, if you've worked so hard to build your name, you might be a little bit skeptical. You'll be needing something big to come to the table before you, because it's not easy. I would be speaking as a business person now. Imagine me asking my worker to make a dress. She's going to get paid. Yeah. But I'm not being paid for that collaboration. You get what I'm trying to say? So I know it's not all about money.
Yeah.
But let it be worth my time. Let it be worth my worker's time. So that's it.
That's a new perspective, but we'll speak more about this shortly.
Okay.
We will be back for more conversations with our guest after the break. I'm still here with Aderonke Daramola, Creative Director of Rhonkefellacollections. So, is it okay to call you Rhonkefeller?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so why did you decide to, carve a niche for yourself in not just female clothing, but also for the plus-size woman?
Okay, so first and foremost, my size is up Nepa. Today, really maybe pretty slim. Tomorrow, I'm, really chubby or fat, as you call it, whatever. But the thing is, okay, why did I choose fashion? First and foremost, I feel fashion shows me respect to my late mom. She's a very fashionable person. So, growing up and seeing, someone, and she was a teacher, so seeing her dress up every day, wearing colors, inspired me to also love fashion. And so when I finished university, I was first a makeup artist. And so I was using all my money for makeup to buy clothes in Katangwa, in Eko, in Yaba. So I said to myself, and then I started fashion blogging. And I grew followership. And so I said to myself, rather than just be spending what you're earning, why don't you start creating your own pieces? Honestly, that was how it started. And then in 2016, I did yard sale and made some pieces. And I made ₦1 million in a day. And that's how I knew, okay, this is it. This is it. Fashion gave me my first million. And I'm like, I'm not going to.
And that was back in 2016?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And then for the plus size women?
Okay, yeah, for the plus size women, African women, we really not like the Western world. We're not skinny or slim. So like my aunties are plus size, even my mom on the big side, even myself. So I said to myself, why don't I make clothes for women like me? Okay. I know what our insecurities are. So let me make clothes to help our insecurities, to give us confidence. So, business is all about value. So my products are about value to plus size women.
Okay. So I know that some of your collections you've infused some African styles and fabrics, the red, the mask, and co. What was the reception like when you brought that out? Okay,
so everything I do when it comes to business, most of the time is calculated and intentional. So I noticed a lot of our customers are abroad. And, Africans abroad love to wear, they miss home. So they love to wear Ankara, they love to represent. That made me start to infuse adire, you know, damask and all of, you know, those African this thing. And when I did it first, the reception was beautiful. And since then, I never stopped.
Wow, so I'll take it that it's still beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So let's talk about sourcing for those fabrics and prints and materials and all that. How easy has it been sourcing for them?
It's not easy at all. Oh. I won't lie to you. It's not easy at all. You know, when I started from inception, I even used to go to Aba myself. And I remember how I used to cry in buses. Because I asked myself, why am I putting myself through all this stress? But you know, sometimes it's only you that understand the vision of your business. So you want to be included in every process from buying fabrics till the production, like the end of production. So it's not been easy. But these days, I mean, I've been like 6 years in the business. So I've had relationships with people. I do not need to travel that far anymore. I've built relationships. And now, thank God for social media, WhatsApp, and all of that. So now the sourcing is easier than, you know, when I started.
Wow. So this next question, I like to hear what my guests have to say every time I ask it. This is about challenges you faced running your business in Nigeria. Because you said it earlier that it's not easy running a business in Nigeria. So tell me about some of the challenges that made you think, you know what, I'm not doing it again.
Like, I won't even lie to you. Like, I jokingly call my husband my therapist because I still cry till now. So I would be lying if I say we don't face challenges every day. You face challenges. I face challenges when it comes to the diesel fuel price. As the month of March, April, when I looked at the amount we're buying fuel, it was really bad. And now I'm talking to you, at least maybe 3 weeks earlier, we were getting, the NEPA light was okay. But right now, as I'm talking to you, they said our whatever has collapsed again.
Yes, the grid keeps collapsing.
Wahala.
So,
so I don't know who is collapsing that thing because I have to go and tie the person's leg. So, you know, that's like one of the, you know, and then when the fuel scarcity, oh my God. Oh my God. So you see, customers do not want excuses. They paid for something, what they want is results. So you can imagine what we face, you know, behind the scene. You can't be telling customer there's first, what is their business? Because just like if you're working in an office space, you have to resume work every day. They don't not concern your guy. If you like, trek. If you like fly. So that's the same thing. Customers are our bosses. You understand? So if they place an order and you tell them this is it, they want to see their order. So all of that. And then, you know, staff too. It's not easy. Sometimes it's hard having to deal with people who do not understand your vision. She's too wicked. She's too harsh. She's too... Just because you're pushing to some kind of level of, you know, productivity.
And perfection.
And perfection. It's not easy. And then, you know, sometimes you also really have some... Really, I don't know the word to say. Customers that we, you know, put fire. You know? These days we have people who do not understand how to communicate their offenses without having to be verbally abusive. So we face customers who sometimes will be verbally abusive. You know, you can work on our mental health, you go and cry. What a lot of the challenges, my sister. If I start now, I don't go finish. So there are a lot of challenges.
I can imagine, but it's good that we're smiling through it all.
Yes. It makes it, like, I mean, it makes me stronger. It makes me, you know, capable. Let me use that one.
So what keeps you going, even in
God,
the midst of all this?
God, prayers. God, my relationship with him, you understand? Because, you see, life, I always believe that there is also a spiritual aspect of life. Whatever it is you achieve physically, probably you've conquered spiritually. So I always do not like to joke with my walk with God. I'm not trying to tell you I'm saint or perfect, but I do not have to be when it comes to the God I serve. He loves me just as imperfect as I am. So God is my utmost strength. And then my family. Oh, my dad is so supportive. God bless you, sir. If you go to my father's house, you will think he's the tailor. Clothes almost everywhere. You understand? He's so supportive. He never complains. Even sometimes like, oh, daddy, I'm sorry. Oh, no, you can continue your business. He's so supportive. So I have an amazing younger sister who also happens to be the manager of my brand. So, you know, when you have just good people around you, good family, my husband too is also very supportive. So God and my family.
Amazing. Bless them.
God bless them.
Amen. We will go on a short break. Please stay with us. Thanks for staying with us on Ladies Talking Business. We have been having conversations with the real Rhonkefeller, an award-winning fashion designer and content creator. So I know I've asked before about the business since 2016, but I know that as a brand, there's definitely something you're doing to still keep you in business. So are you ready to give us some, pointers? Tell us about some things you're doing.
I would not cast my trade secrets, but one thing I would say is we are a brand that is very accountable. I, as a person behind my brand, I'm accountable. So I make sure my staff, all of us, we're accountable. And so what is accountability? We understand that we are, striving towards perfection, but we are not a perfect brand. But we listen to complaints, and we take feedbacks, constructive criticism, and we work on ourselves. So now, when you're not accountable, it's when they say, oh, there is a problem here, there is a problem there, and then you carry your face. Do you know who I am? And then you're not. But we are the brand that you don't see no refund, no exchange, no this.
Oh my goodness.
We understand that sometimes we fall short. And when we fall short, we are very willing to make an amend. We are very willing to return back customers' money if that is what. You understand? You can't do something wrong and then hold on to somebody. Are you a thief? So we are not thieves. You understand? So accountability is a huge watchword for us, and integrity. So we're a brand that stays accountable, and then who doesn't want to work with someone that has integrity? If people know my money is safe with this brand, they would always come back. So that's it.
So I don't know if you've ever thought of partnering with maybe an international brand or something, but how do you think that can work?
It's going to work beautifully. Like, I wouldn't want to give too much plans and whatever away, but it's going to work beautifully because, like I said, for a brand like ours, that it's accountable and has integrity, the sky is beyond our limits, because working with an international brand, having them on board, selling our pieces on international platforms, it will make life easier for us. It will make the people we are partnering with happy because they know they're not just all about money. You understand? We can hold them accountable for anything. So it's something that we are looking forward to. It's something that we are also working towards.
I like that you keep emphasizing accountability as one of the key pillars of your business. But let's also talk about customer service.
Okay.
That is lacking in Nigeria. What are your thoughts on how we can improve customer service culture in this part of the world?
Okay, so seated here, I would not act like I have not made mistakes when it comes to customer services. I've made mistakes, I've learned. But that's why you see I keep talking about accountability, because Nigerians in total, both the business people and the customer people, we are not accountable people. Customers too don't like to take responsibility when they've erred. We only have a few customers that will say, hello, I'm sorry, I sent a wrong measurement.
Size, yeah.
Is there anything you can do to help me? We are always running to help such customers. Please, yes, ma, we can help you. Can you come in? You understand? Some people will send wrong measurement. They will say, but you should have told me now. Why didn't you tell me? You understand all this kind of stuff. So that's it. And then on the business people part too, you'll be seeing things like no refund. No exchange. Because I know,
it's being read.
Yes, and I know of people who so well that this thing you posted or this thing you sold is not good, and then you will tell them no exchange. Why? So on our part as business people, we need to do better. You understand? A lot of us business people in Nigeria, we are money conscious people. I won't lie. We think it's just about goods and services. Take the goods and give it. No, it's not about. I believe that as a business person, and I'm speaking to all of us, myself in general, aside selling services, make sure that the service you're selling is worth whatever it is, you understand, whatever money you're collecting from the customer. So that's why, reason why we do refund is if a customer is not happy, to what end? Why are you with somebody's money when the money will hook you, you will not sleep well at night. So yeah, so that's it.
Okay. All right, before I let you go, I want you to, I would like to know what your words or thoughts are for up-and-coming fashion designers in this industry, what words do you have for them?
Number one, stay original. Know your whys. It's very important why you know your why you should know your why, because when you're out there, people can begin to put in thoughts into your mind. Oh, why are you not doing like this? Why are you not doing like this? Why are you not doing? Know why you started, though. You understand? There are a lot of businesses out there. Don't forget that the kind of capital you have is not the same thing that number B has. You don't know who is funding that business. So if that business started last year and then they went to open shop, don't say, oh, me, I've been doing 5 years, I've not opened shop. They will think I'm not. You do not need to validate anybody or validate any. Why are you in business? For services. Make sure your customers are happy. You understand? Stay humble. A lot of us, by the time we begin to see change, we start to do like this.
You know who I am.
Dangote did they find money. So that's it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
We wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in to Ladies Talking Business today. Do join us this same time next week for another episode. Don't forget to follow us on PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle on YouTube to catch up with our programs. I am Moremi, Akano. Bye for now.